Too many consultants waste far too much of their time on things that don't matter. They waste time on things that feel productive, but really don't achieve results. They waste time on things that look like marketing or look like they're building a business, but they quietly get you nowhere. I've got 20 of them we're going to go through today in 4 different groups. And there's going to be a thread that runs through all of these things. And it's this: there are lots of things that get your attention, but very few things that earn you trust and respect. And far too many consultants, far too many of you, spend your days on the first. So let's go through these in 4 parts. Part 1, stop optimizing for attention. Attention is cheap, but it's trust that gets you hired. The first 5 things are all about chasing attention. Here are things you should stop doing right now. 1, posting memes and hot takes on LinkedIn. There's a danger here, and it's a subtle one. The stuff that's most popular and the stuff that earns you the most respect are usually 2 completely different things. Memes and the 95% of people get this wrong. Those kind of messages, yeah, they get likes. They get you attention from other people who post memes. But the people who actually buy consulting services are mostly not in those comment sections. And they're not handing a 5 or 6 figure project to whoever's doing the most crowd pleasing takes. So instead, post proof of your past work. Show exactly what you've done for a client and when you did it and what happened. That one real before and after beats 10 clever lines. 2, obsessing over likes and followers and impressions. Please stop doing this. The trap is that you start writing for the numbers, and the numbers always reward the wrong thing. Here's what I've seen in my own newsletter. My most popular posts, the ones that get shared around, are fine. They get attention. But in fact, my most popular post ever was a video telling companies to leave a platform vendor after they laid off their entire team. It got a huge amount of attention and it didn't attract a single client. But the things that actually convert, that get someone to quietly reply and reach out, they're like the detailed breakdowns of a narrow problem I know only a handful of companies are dealing with right now. That stuff is never the most popular. It speaks to 10 people instead of 10,000. But those 10 are the buyers. So stop measuring reach and start measuring trust. Watch who replies, who comes back, and who starts a real conversation. Number 3, writing thought leadership content that impresses other consultants. Yes, I get it. It feels absolutely great when your peers say nod along and they reshare it, but your peers don't hire you. You're spending your sharpest thinking on the one audience that will never buy from you. Write the slightly secret things you actually do instead. How you sign enterprise clients, the steps behind a real result. I once hired an SEO consultant for one reason only. He showed the real before and after result from a recent client. So instead of another framework, do this instead. It's the proof that won me over, and it's the proof that will win clients for you. So do this instead. Number 4, jumping on every single possible darn trend. Right now, that's AI. Something trends, and within a day, everyone has posted the same hot take, maybe including you, and it's forgotten by the evening. It's a treadmill with no finish line, and you end up sounding exactly like everyone else. Here's a far better approach. Help people innovate within the old established problems they already have. Show them how the new thing actually applies to the thing they've been trying to fix for years, from your point of view, not the herd's point of view. Number 5, repurposing one post into 10 formats. There's a lot of best practice advice out there that recommends you do exactly that. Take your webinar and dissect it into a LinkedIn post, to a carousel, the thread, the reel, the short, spread it across as many platforms as you possibly can. But here's the thing no one is telling you. You don't need to be on every platform. You really, really don't. All that repurposing burns your hours on packaging and distribution instead of depth. And the reader ends up with a fragment and a link in bio. Pick the one place your buyers actually are and go really deep in that place. Make that zero-click content. Put the full value right inside the post where they already are and give it all away. Depth in one place beats reach across 10. Part 2, chasing prospects who frankly will never hire you. You can't chase someone into trusting you. The next 5 tips are about chasing prospects, which is mostly chasing people who are never going to buy. So number 6, giving away free audits and discovery decks. Please stop doing this. The logic is I'll prove my value and they will hire me, but it almost never works. The people who take a free audit are usually the people whose budget stretches to exactly that, free. And I can't name a single top tier consultant who offers it. They don't have the time or the need. Ask yourself, when did you last take someone up on a free audit? And everyone knows if you offer a free audit, you're going to recommend you hire them. It's not a secret. So here's the rule. Only do an audit for someone who's actually willing to buy from you. And when they are, the audit isn't a freebie. It's the first paid piece of work. You do it as part of discovery and then you charge for it. Number 7, writing long proposals for people who then ghost you. I know I've done it before, and it works like this. Someone asks you for a proposal. They join a couple of calls, and then you get really excited. You can't wait to work with them, and then you pour hours into a beautiful document, and you send it across to them, and then you wait. And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait for a response that never comes. They vanish. I've written about this for years. The issue is you're letting the document do the convincing the relationship hasn't done yet. They have to earn the right to get a proposal from you. You have to qualify them hard, agree the problem and the budget on a call, and then send the proposal across. You should never be sending a proposal when there isn't some alignment on the budget already. 8, taking every can I pick your brain coffee call. These are a waste of time. I know they feel friendly, they feel harmless, but most are people who want your expertise for free. They're not going to hire you. And every one of them quietly trains you to give it away for free. Qualify before you book anything. If you're getting some general questions, then don't have a meeting. Send them to articles or resources you've created already in the past. Keep your calendar for real buyers with a real problem that they want solved today. 9, sending cold DMs or email blasts. Please stop doing this. I know you build a list, you fire off, hey, do you need help kind of messages? Maybe you personalize it, maybe you reference something they've done in the past, maybe you try and optimize the template as best as you possibly can, and then it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because people don't trust strangers that are selling to them. Imagine right now, imagine someone knocks on your door and tries to sell you anything. Is there any combination of words they could put together to get you to buy? For the vast majority of us, the answer is no. Not because we might not want what they're selling, but we simply don't trust people that knock on our doors. It just feels too risky. And the same thing applies here. You have to generate demand instead. You have to name the problem your niche keeps running into and prove that there's a better way and let the right people come to you who already trust you. That's what we need to be doing. 10, stop chasing prospects who have gone quiet. The just circling back or just bumping this up or the any thoughts kind of emails, stop sending them. They've already decided, and every nudge just makes you look a little bit more desperate, which chips away at the standing you've built. Yes, at some point they might come back, but they're far more likely to come back if you've given them space to breathe. Send one, and only one, genuinely useful follow-up message, and then stop. No more. Keep building trust at scale, and let your proof bring them back when that timing is right. Part 3, tweaking around the edges of your business. I know how tempting this is. It's so tempting to polish around the edges without actually diving in and generating clients or good leads right now. There are so many productive feeling things that are really just procrastination in disguise. So, number 11, you don't need to redesign your website again before you have any clients. Honestly, a prettier website isn't going to win work. And with no case studies and no testimonials, you're just polishing the frame around an empty wall. So go and get a real result. Put that result on the page. Work for free if you have to, just to have a case study that you could show. That clarity and that proof beats great design every single time. 12. Stop agonizing over your logo, your colors, or your business name. No one has ever been hired because of a logo. You could have the worst logo in the world and you might still be hired. And I know it feels like progress when something actually moves. Pick something that's clean enough and put that energy into sharp positioning and a problem that you actually own. 13. Building elaborate Notion dashboards and CRM systems for a practice that doesn't exist yet. You should not be building infrastructure for volume you haven't earned. And the system can quietly become the project instead of the work. So keep it stupidly simple. A list of the right 100 people and your live conversations is plenty until you have real clients that force you to scale. 14. Buying yet another course instead of doing the real work. When you're stuck, one more course feels like the answer. Maybe one more course that'll finally teach you how to get clients. It rarely is. In my early days, I devoured everything that promised some sort of secret to winning clients. And I felt like I was getting brilliant ideas, but none of it moved the needle. There might have been one or two quick tips that could be useful, but I realized there's no secret. Pick one skill, use it on a real prospect or a real project, and learn from what happens and then grow accordingly. Number 15, switching to yet another productivity app or note-taking system. Yes, it feels like a fresh start, but it's a day gone and your pipeline is exactly where it was before. There's a consultant I know who thrashed from one idea and one tool to the next for 18 months and never landed a consultant, and eventually ended up going back to a job. The activity felt like progress, but it's not. Use what you've got and use that energy as something that could actually bring in real work. Part number 4, let's talk about doing the work. Effort is never the same thing as trust. And these last 5 points are inside the work itself. So number 16, building 80 slide decks that nobody ever reads. I know it's tempting to pad the deck to show how hard you've worked, but the volume isn't the value that you deliver. The client is only going to read the first few, and your actual recommendations will be drowned out in the rest. So you have to lead with a short set of specific recommendations ranked by impact and effort, make the point and cut everything else. 17. Spending more time working with AI than engaging with your prospective audience. I get it. AI is so seductive. There's almost an infinite number of things that you can do with it today. You can disappear into prompts and tools and feel busy and productive while your audience goes quiet. AI can draft and analyze. It can't build the trust that wins the work. Use it to go faster, but make sure you spend the dividends of that time saved and spend it in front of real people in real conversations about real problems they're having. You can never spend enough time talking to your target audience, but it's very easy, painfully easy, to spend too little time. Number 18, designing every deliverable from scratch. It's easy to fiddle around with fonts and colors and spacing and building the look of each report and deck from a blank page. It's also a total waste of your time. The hours that go into making a new deliverable look good is a bad use of your time. And if you're redoing the same work every single project, that's a challenge. Instead, build or download a simple set of clean templates once. Have a designer put something together for you if you want. Drop that content in and then spend the rest of your time on your recommendations, building support for them, getting feedback, adapting based on what you hear, not on the formatting and the structure of the design itself. 19, researching endlessly before you ever start. It's easy to gather more and more information, telling yourself that you'll begin once you're ready. But past a certain point, more research adds nothing. There's a very clear law of diminishing returns here, and it just delays the value that your clients want you to deliver. And often, it's avoidance, dressed up as diligence. Gather enough to act. Just make your start, and let what you learn from doing sharpen the direction. The way it works when you're doing consulting is that you have to put your ideas and information and your direction out there, get feedback on that, and then you go on that journey together, course correcting over time. That's how consulting really works. Number 20, handling sensitive client issues over email instead of a call. It's so easy when you have a scope problem or bad news or any kind of slight sense of conflict to try and resolve it in writing. And you can spend ages trying to write these careful emails that turn into 10 emails, get misread and misinterpreted, and sometimes the thread itself makes everything worse. Tone doesn't survive text. So what you have to do is always, every single time, pick up the phone, organize that Zoom call, whatever tool you're using, but have the hard conversations directly face to face. And I promise you, your relationships will be much better for it, and any issues will get resolved a lot faster in real time. So here are your 20. Let's do a quick recap of where they are live. 1, optimizing for attention. 2, chasing prospects. 3, tweaking around the edges. And 4, wasting time on the work itself. But notice the pattern. Almost every one of them trades long-term trust for short-term motion. The memes, the cold outreach, the dashboards, the endless research, they all feel like work and they all keep you busy. But they don't build the one thing that actually wins consulting clients, and that's trust. Cut as many of these as you possibly can and put that time where it really counts. And if this was useful, here's what I do next. Everything I teach about building a trusted consulting practice goes out in my weekly newsletter. And the paid membership is where the real toolkit lives. You get the full archive of 200 plus posts, the template vault with my actual contract, proposals, pricing, and stakeholder scripts, and the 4 tools that will walk you through your niche, your positioning, your services, and your pricing. So if you're not a paid member yet, come and join us. Go to richardmillington.com/trust15, and that will give you 15% off your first year. The link is right below. I'll see you in the next video.